Evening, people. So today this is just gonna be gas heat simply explained. All right, this is actually a clip off of my last video, but I wanted to make this one a lot shorter. Just get down to the point. Simple gas heat. Okay, and hey, after this, you know, this is a big RTU that I'm doing this on, just to prove to you that the gas heat on the big RTU is the same as gas heat in your little bitty home unit. I'm gonna show you one at the end here. All right, stay tuned. You can see them both. They got the same stuff, same components, same sequence, all the same. Not exactly, okay. They got to be a little different, but they got ignition modules and the safety switches and the whatnots. So stay tuned. Hey, thanks to you guys who subscribe. Hope you all have a great day. Even if you don't subscribe, I still hope you have a great day. All right, I'm not gonna judge you. All right. Till next time. Deuces. What's up, people? So I'm gonna post this one separately because this is just gonna be a quick little lesson on gas heat. I know I did it last winter, but yeah, if you're just now tuning in, maybe you don't want to scroll through all the videos. I don't know. So this is gonna be simply gas heat, simply explained. I don't care what unit you're on. It's got these big Aaons here. I'm sure that's how you pronounce that. Kidding, people. I know how to pronounce it, all right? And gas heat's the same with these or your unit in your house. If it's gas, it's generally going to work the same. I say generally because there's always exceptions. People are going to be all weird with these overcomplicated blah blah blah. Heat pumps are a lot different because they run off of electric. So I'm just talking about gas heat. Simply explained. You need a few steps, okay? And this is why they're so easy to diagnose. Gas heat's the easiest thing in the world. First thing you need is you need a call. That means the thermostat needs to say, hey, we need it to be warmer in this space area because it's not warm enough. So it sends your voltage to a controller. Well, in this unit, it's a controller. In your home units, it's going to be a control board, or it may just go directly into the heating circuit, which is the ignition module, and then everything's controlled by the module after that. So your ignition module is going to be this filler right here. That thing is going to say, okay, they want to get the warm stuff happening. So it's going to say, let's go through our safety checks first. Okay, are all my limit switches closed? You got a rollout switch, which is right there. You got a high limit switch, which is, if you guys see it right back there. Okay, the high limit will cut the unit off if the heat gets too high, and the rollout switch will cut the thing off if your flame rolls back on your burners. Okay. There's reasons for that. So if you just come up on a unit and you got a rollout switch that's open, don't just assume it's a bad rollout switch. Make sure that it's not actually rolling out, because if the flame's rolling out, you got problems with your airflow, your inducer motor here isn't running, or you got holes in the heat exchanger. You got problems you got to look into. If your high limit is opening, don't just replace it. All right, make sure that it's not actually getting too hot. One of the reasons that it would get too hot, one of the main reasons, is going to be that your blower ain't running. Okay, whole new issue, whole new diagnosis. But hey, now we can go, okay, these things are working, they're all closed. Let's go to the next thing. Your inducer motor will come on. Okay, the little board thingy over here goes, hey, turn that thing on. Induced draft motor. Okay, and once it comes on, there's a proving switch right here. And it looks the same in your house, okay? It's like a disc shape. It's gonna have a diaphragm inside of it, and it is going to prove airflow from the inducer. If the inducer doesn't run, that switch will not close and the heat will not work. Okay? Let's say we're good. This thing's closed. It's getting the electricity things over to the box here. Okay? Then this box goes, okay, good. We got airflow. We got the switches closed. all the safeties are good, ready, go. And it'll go, hey, gas valve, right here, turn on. Let's get some gas flow in there. And then the gas valve will go, okay, boom, gas goes. And then at the same time, your ignition, now there could be different types of igniters. This one is a spark igniter. You could have a hot surface igniter, which is the thing that glows, and when it glows hot enough, the fire does the thing. This one creates a spark. It goes tick, 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 tick. Yep, kind of like your spark plugs in your car. All right. Now, once that thing sparks and it says, okay, the flame's going. Now we got a flame sensor. Okay, that's this yellow. Now it's not going to be yellow in your house, okay, but it's going to say flame on it, or FS, or flame sense, or just sense, or whatever. It's going to sense that the fire is actually going. Because what happens if the fire is not going? You got the gas flowing, you ain't got no fire, and the gas just keeps going. All right, explosions happen. That's what happens. Okay, we don't want that to happen. Your flame sensor will say, yes, we're good. We got flame. And then the spark will stop. Okay, then you got your thing. It's running. It's doing the thing. All the good stuff's happening. You got the heat. You just got to break it down simply like that. Okay, if your heat's not running, a lot of your ignition boards will tell you why. You'll have an LED here that'll flash, and you have a thing on the front that'll tell you what each flash means. Okay, now let's say you don't have the flashes. Okay, all you got to do is trace your power. Go through, make sure your limit switches are closed, make sure your pressure switch is closed, make sure all that's happening. If you got all the good stuff happening, make sure you got spark. Sometimes those spark igniters will get corroded. You just got to go in and sand them down a little bit, and you got the sparks going on again. Hot surface igniters oftentimes are very brittle after they've been used for a while. Sometimes they break. Hey, just get a new one, stick it in there, call it a day. All right, easy stuff. All right, you can obviously tell right off the bat if this thing ain't working, because you know it won't turn on, or when you touch it, it's about hot as the sun. You know that thing's probably bad. All right, it's simple. If you got any questions, let me know. This is a quick in and out gas heat, as simple as I can put it. Yes, there's more other things sometimes, but this is really the basis of what you're going to find in probably 98% of your gas issues. Now, I mean, that's pretty much all. You know, make sure your gas is turned on. I don't know, that's a thing. Sometimes the gas valve won't open when it's trying to open. You just test your voltage here. If you're getting voltage and you ain't got no gas flow, well, that thing ain't opening. That happens. It is what it is. That's all I got for you today. I'm gonna fire this puppy up, and we're gonna see if it's got the onions. It makes it cook. Let's cook some things, and I doubt that y'all are gonna be here long enough for this thing to actually fire off, or for you to see it fire off, because it's got to go through all the system checks and the clickety clacks and whatnot. But on this one, I replaced the rollout, the high limit, and the ignition module. And I did that because the ignition module was saying that a limit switch was open. All right, I tested the limit switches, and neither one of them was open. So we have a bad ignition module. And I replaced the safety switches because why not? They're cheap. They're gonna go bad. You might as well just replace them. And it's simple. You replace an induced fan motor, replace your limit, your safeties, replace your gas valve, replace your safeties. You got a new heat exchanger, replace your safeties. Just do the thing. It's easy stuff. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna wait for this clickety clack thing to happen and this thing to turn back on, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Hey people, just so I know, I said it's going to be the same on the big RTUs as it is in your residential unit home. I'm going to prove it to you right here. This is a little bitty residential York, gas heat, right? I don't remember. I took that video a long time ago, so I don't remember exactly what I said, but it's going to be pretty easy because the sequence of events is really simple. So, I'm sure I said this. We'll do it now. Start from the scratch. step one, we have a call for heat. That's the little voltages going, give me heat, make it happen, I'm cold. Which I am kind of cold right now, so I'm going to be turning this on in just a second. But that's the first thing. The second thing is the control board somewhere. This one doesn't have a control board. A control board's going to be down in this section, I'm sure. Yeah, control board's down in this section. I don't care to look at it. That's where the igniter is too. Because this little panel's not easy to get off. I mean, yeah, off or on. Not doing it. Anyway, the control board says, hey, they want the warm stuff happening, so first things first, are all my safeties good? Okay, this one's got two rollout switches. We've got our high limit switch up here, and well, that's it. So there's my safeties, 2 rollouts and a high limit. Well, if those are all closed, the inducer motor comes on. In this application, this right here is my inducer motor. All right, it makes the motor draft things go up the pipe, you know, all the, ooh, that's a little warm. That's okay, it's been running. It's winter time. Goes up the pipe and out the deal, okay? Now, once that thing's running, it has to be proven airflow. So this little tubey hose thingy here says, shh, okay. And it puts the air in this little diaphragm thingy. And the diaphragm says, yes, we have airflow. Let's do more stuff. So then it sends a message down to the board saying, hey, everything's good. All the safeties are good. You got airflow. We're ready to do the fire. And the board says, okay, gas valve, ready to go. It sends 24 volts to this gas valve, which opens up and makes the gas go through all 4 of these little burners. At the same time, the control board says, let's give some spark. Brrr. So the little spark igniter goes brrr, which is, can't see my spark igniter. Don't judge me. It's in there somewhere, people, okay? It's going to be at the front of the burner. That could very well be it right there. That is it right there. There's a spark igniter. Okay? Makes the zzz, zzz, zzz. We got the flames. After we got the flames, then we have to prove flame with a flame sensor, which is right. Yeah. It is a possibility. No, there's no possibility to have that backwards. That is definitely a flame sensor. And that side is definitely a spark igniter. Okay. Possibility they're backwards. I don't really care. Look, one is one is the other. And once it proves flame and says, yes, control board, I got flame, then it just does the thing. It eats and eats until the thermostat says, hey, I feel good. I don't need any more heat. We're good. Turns off. Like I said, your little bitty residential unit, just like the big old gas giant RTU thingies we looked at, just wanted to show you front and center, you know, right here on the thing. All these things are easily replaced, people. All of them. And when it comes to like a gas valve, I would highly recommend leaving that to a professional, because you have to get, you know, the pipe dopes and the tape and the whatnot, and do the things with the tightness and turn the gas thing off, whatever. But most of the stuff is very, very simple. Just got to make sure, you know, you pull the plug thing out of the wall before you do the work on it, okay? We don't want any zaps. That's all I got for you, people. We'll wrap this one up. Gas heat, all right? You got questions? Holler at a boy. I got the things. You can comment on the deal down there. Let me know what you think. Let me know your questions, comments, you know, whatever. I don't care. Good, bad. I like them all. Thanks to all you guys who subscribe. Hope everyone has a great day. We'll talk to you next time. Deuces.